one of the most, I think, profound tracks that kind of resonates to the whole meaning of your album would have to be the song Albertine. For all the people that aren't aware of this album yet, what's that all about for you?
I'm really passionate about issues of poverty and injustice, and in 2005 that passion took me to Africa, and as a 21-year-old girl, as a strong-willed and foolhardy one, I packed my bags and went by myself to Rwanda, which in hindsight I wouldn't recommend that young girls go to third world countries by themselves. But
why?
It's not
what
a
were
good
the
idea.
things that kind of threatened
you can die.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's just not. It's not smart. I was kind of very. I've been really blessed to have travelled a lot, and I thought that it was kind of a great idea for me to go off to the third world by myself with kind of with very little external support. But it really wasn't, and so I would recommend that you go with an organisation or go with a group of people who are well organised, but don't go by yourself, girls. And but it was a really amazing experience, and I one that really. Impacted me, and on my trip there I met an orphan called Albertine, and the man who was a good friend of mine who introduced me to her, basically before he did so, looked at me and said, you must go back to your people and you must tell them about us here in Rwanda, and you must write a song, and I will tell you what the name of the song is going to be. And then he said, this is Albertine, and so this is that song written to kind of to keep my promise really to the people in that nation, and tell Australia and New Zealand and whoever else about what's going on in the world. Yeah.
Well, it's not a single yet, so I wanted you to play perhaps a verse and a chorus of that. Is that cool?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Okay.
Without that guitar.
Yes. All right. I sing quite quietly, so you might. All right. Here we go.
Take for you to write that track?
Well, I left Rwanda knowing that I had to write that song for those people, and I've never been the type of person who's just been able to sit down and crank out a song, and so I really prayed for it and just said, Lord, you got to help me because I don't know how to do this, and I know that I need to do it, and so really I got back to Sydney and was kind of processing everything that I'd seen and all the things that had happened in my own self, and was just sitting in my bedroom in Sydney and kind of started playing this rhythm which I'd never played before, and then really it just kind of came out, and one of the easiest songs I've ever written.
Wow. Yeah. Now this song of yours wanted to encourage people to actually act on it and to help out third world nations. Do you think it's working? Yeah,
I've already gotten such a volume of through the terrifying and wonderful world of MySpace, messages about people who have said that they'd been thinking about sponsoring a child for a while, and that this song really pushed them to actually do it, and heaps and heaps of stories of things like that, and people choosing to act. But really, and it's a song that every time I sing it, because I'm not trying to bash anything down anyone's throats, but that it reminds me that I'm responsible for what I've seen, and that I believe that every single one of us can contribute. What seems like such a little amount to us goes so far to people in less fortunate situations, and so it's an empowering thing, not a hopeless despair. Isn't the world terrible place? But it actually, we have so much, and let's just look outside ourselves a little bit and give.
Yeah. Well, it's a hopeful message. You're watching Video Hits First Fuzz here, hanging out with Brooke Fraser. Now it's almost the end of the show, but we still have time for a few more questions. One of it being the awesome magic 8 ball that you have in your hot little hands.
Yes.
What are you going to ask the magic 8 ball?
I'm going to ask the magic 8 ball if between now and next time, if I will miraculously develop a taste for artichokes, which I hate.
Really? What about marinated ones on pizzas?
It's disgusting. They taste like cleaner. Like pipe cleaner.
Okay.
It's like solvent.
Okay, we'll shake it.
Right.
I think all the artichoke eaters out there are very offended now.
I've probably alienated a whole people group of artichokians. Okay.
Yes!
Oh. I'm devastated.
All right, next interview we're going to pull out some artichokes and force you to eat them.
Oh, gross! That means I should. Okay.
Right. And you'll like them because it said yes. Now you're out on tour end of April here till throughout May. Yep. Now, have you I noticed that you're going to be doing like venues like Manchester Lane and stuff. Have you done those venues?
Yeah,
before?
I have. I've done them last time. So I really that'll be really cool because we're going out in New Zealand first, and they're kind of bigger venues, theatres and stuff. But here in Australia, it's kind of still more down home and intimate, which I think is very special and cool. So yeah, we'll be playing Manchester Lane in Melbourne and places like the Basement in Sydney here, and
cool.
It's gonna be fun.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now tickets available through Moshtix, so guys get over there. Now we're going to be taking a look at the song "Deciphering Me" now. Yes. Now that was shot in Japan.
Yes.
Whose idea was that to go over all the way to Japan and shoot?
Exactly. That was the director, a very talented man by the name of Anthony Rose, and we'd kind of be going through treatments and stuff, and then he just rang me up and said, "I have 3 words for you, lost in translation," and I was like,
of course.
And I still thought he meant kind of do it in Sydney, and he was like, no, I don't think you understand. He was like, I want to take you to Tokyo. I'm like, you got the job. So I love Tokyo. It's one of my favourite places. So yeah, we had a lot of fun over there making that very illegally, no permission to be anywhere, and lots of fun.
Yeah. Right. So how did you get all those other people to be carrying the similar umbrella to you?
Yeah, well, obviously, they were just people. They were real people. There were no extras, no rain machines. We literally just had a camera, a makeup artist, a producer and a sound guy, and just a really small, and we hopped on the trains, buy tickets, hop on the trains with the cameras, go down, and then it was the most embarrassing part was in the crossing in the middle of the video when we're in Shibuya crossing, and I'm standing there, and he's like, sing, Brooke, sing, and I'm like, no one else can hear anything because we've got little in-ears, so the only people that can hear the song are myself and the director, and he's wanting me to go in this crossing with all these people, so I was so embarrassed. It was so awkward. So
you pulled it off well.
Oh, thanks.
Well, thanks so much for your time, Brooke.
No, thank you for having me.
Guys, buy the album now. Albertine is out now, and let's take a look at Deciphering Me now, the illegal video. See you, everybody.